Good afternoon. Welcome to the Thursday afternoon update on Tropical Storm Faye. We just had it classified here, and it is currently off of the North Carolina coast. As always, these thoughts are mine alone. I'm not an official meteorologist, and please refer to the National Hurricane Center, your local National Weather Service office, and your local officials for all the actual information regarding Faye. These are just my thoughts, and do not use this as a final forecast for your area. Okay, so Faye has been a part of this large trough that you can see that is tilted heavily to the northeast. And you can see a kind of general circulation that have winds coming out of the northeast on the northern side of this trough and out of the southwest on the southern side, and you have kind of a general axis here, and this has been rotating around all day and will eventually align itself to the north and south, so that will allow the system to tighten up a little bit. You have the remnant of the old surface circulation that is sitting south of Cape Lookout, and you have the new surface circulation that is just to the south and west of the main convective mass that also, so you have a mid-level circulation that's in here and a lower level circulation that's in here. And so it's a little decoupled due to shear that is coming out of the west, which has displaced most of the convection you can see here to the east of the main circulation. So that is what caused the system to reform its center over here, because typically you want a center of circulation that has convection under it or on top of it, which will allow for pressure falls and will contribute to the overall cyclonic flow of the system. So that is what allowed the system to become classified today, and it is currently drifting north at around 6 miles per hour. Or at 6 knots. And so this is the official National Hurricane Center forecast. You have tropical storm warnings up for the entire coast of New Jersey, all of Long Island, and the entire coast of Connecticut, because the tropical storm force wind field extends pretty far out from the center due to the orientation of all the convection being on the eastern side of the system. There's not a whole lot of strong winds on the other side of the system. And if you actually look back at this, there's not really anything at all actually that is coming out on the western side of the system. So, and one thing to note, as the system moves to the north, you can tell that the cumulus clouds really stop at this kind of line here in the Atlantic, and this is because you have the Gulf Stream that the center is currently sitting over, which has allowed for this convection to really blow up today, because the waters are very warm and are actually anomalously warm. But after it passes this line from like the southern Delaware border, it really begins to lose that really warm water. I mean, the highest temperatures in here are 25 degrees Celsius, which is marginally favorable for continued convective development of the system. So, and you can clearly see that there's pretty much no cumulus clouds in this area to the north of the system. So it has a pretty limited window of intensification. This is not expected to get too strong. Right now it's only a 45 mile per hour tropical storm with a pressure of 106 or 1006 millibars. So this is not something that is crazy. The main threat here is rainfall, and you can see that the WPC 5-day rainfall forecast has a pretty large swath of enhanced rainfall totals all throughout New England, particularly eastern New York, most of Vermont, most of New Hampshire, and really coastal New Jersey and coastal and most of Connecticut here get a lot of rain from this system, and that's really what is expected. And I mean, pretty much what you can expect from this system is some blustery winds and heavy rain. This is not something that is crazy, but if you are on the East Coast, you need to be extra careful these next couple of days. This should be coming in around Friday evening to impact New Jersey and Long Island and Connecticut. And so really what you need to be watching for is heavy surf, rip currents, and enhanced rainfall may lead to flash flooding in some areas. So that's really all you have to worry about. This is not a wind threat. This is largely a rain threat. And do not go swimming out on the beach for the next couple of days. This is going to bring choppy surf. So that's all, really. There's not much else in the Atlantic right now. This is just it. Faye has been classified and will likely continue its track to the north and may intensify some. And, before encountering the end of the Gulf Stream, which is to the north of the southern border of Delaware here, if you extend that out. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot going on. And thank you for watching. And as always, stay safe and stay tuned to your local officials for the latest on this system. That's all. Thanks for watching.